Ecamm fam, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Marshall Creates with Ecamm. It's episode 4, y'all. Can you believe it's episode 4 already of this season of Marshall Creates? Of course, this is season 2, right? So today we're going to be talking about the creative process. Okay, I'm gonna hit it from a couple different angles, so this should be fun. So let me just say what's up to you guys. It's good to see everyone. David is here every week faithfully. Shout out to you, David. It's good to see you. It is good to see you. Dave's Fit Life, welcome. Welcome, Mr. Moderator. Thank you for joining us and moderating. And there's no better moderator in the world than Mr. Moderator, Mr. Paul Duncan. I appreciate you. It's great to see you. I see Katie's in the building. What is good, Katie? What is good? Cool. Parker Jennings, welcome to the broadcast. So, first, let me apologize for if you hear any background noise. I'm sorry. As the landscapers out there cut the grass earlier, and it was a long pause. And now they're coming back with the leaf blower, right? I'm like, you guys would pick right now. I don't know if it's waiting until after lunch or what, but right now to go ahead and blow all the grass around. So I apologize if you hear the background noise. I think they're done from in front of our place, but they're still in the neighborhood. So I apologize if you hear any background noise, okay? Let me just take a quick drink of water. It's hot down here, y'all. I don't know if you can tell. Even inside, I got the windows open. Because, I didn't have a window in the basement in my other office, but I got one now, so I always keep it open. But increased sun rays means increased sweating. So first, as you guys can tell, you may have noticed I upgraded, been slowly upgrading the office a little bit. I think next week it's gonna be like more behind the scenes to show the office in progress so far, because I've been getting it together kind of slowly. I guess not too slowly because we've been here, less than 2 months, but it's coming together, y'all. It's coming together. So I'd like to provide a progress, like an update, if you will. So we'll do that next week. All right. So like I said, this week we're going to be talking about the creative process, y'all. So we're going to hit it from a couple different angles, because as you know, as it relates to like streaming, recording, content creation in general, it's just a lot. It's a lot of different things that we do. So each thing that we do requires a different process, but there are some commonalities and some common threads between them. Okay, so I'm mainly going to be talking today about the creative process as it relates to like recording a video, like a pre-recorded video for YouTube. And if we have time, I'll talk a little bit about the live stream creative process. But if not, we do have a video from last season where I talk more about that, about like the run of show and everything that goes into a live stream from beginning to end. So you'll definitely want to check that out. Anthony, it's good to see you. Welcome. Yes. So the creative process, y'all. So what is the creative process? It's essentially what you'll do from beginning to end when it comes to creating a video, right? Even when it comes to like a podcast, a video podcast, like I said, there's some commonality. So it's what you do from beginning to end. Okay. So, step one, of course, is coming up with a concept for a video. These days, if you're like me, you probably have a list of topics, that you want to discuss. Some stuff you could come up with from, of course, what's, searchable, what's most Googleable, right? to come up with your video ideas, or it may just be something that you're an expert in, right? So like with myself, my notes mostly consist of stuff that I'm an expert in, which is, graphic design, the business of graphic design. So all my notes, I have videos that I have planned. I haven't completely planned out yet, but I have a separate Evernote for each one where I'll write the main topic, like what's the big idea? You want to ask yourself, like, what is the big idea of this video? What do I want to communicate? What do I want people to know by the end of this video? I mean, hopefully it's something that Maybe you have a unique perspective or opinion on that other people don't, because there's so much information out here. You may feel like, hey, somebody may have already made a video about this topic, so I don't want to do that. But you may have a unique perspective on that video, on that topic. So it would be beneficial for you to share your own perspective, because I'll use this as an example, because when I learned this, it blew my mind. Somebody told me, yeah, man, it's information. Somebody may have talked about that, but the viewer may not receive it from that person like they will receive it from you. That blew my mind. Y'all. So when I learned that, I was like, you know what, you're right. So when I did put the video out, I was like, wow, okay, I see the response that it's getting. That makes sense. So people, they may resonate with my delivery. They may resonate with me, just in general. So they'll receive the information from me more so than somebody else. So don't feel discouraged when it comes to sharing your expertise online in any way, because like I said, somebody may receive it from you more so than someone else. So it starts with the concept. What is the big idea? So once you get the big idea down, what I do is I create a note in Evernote with some general topics, like some bullet points on things that I want to discuss and things that I want to share. And then I'll come back and then organize them. So this leads into the planning phase. So first is coming up with a big idea. What is the topic? And second is planning. Okay. You want to start the planning process. So what does that look like for me? Of course, you've seen tons of videos, coming up with the intro, the hook, the meat of the content. What is the call to action? Okay. And then your outro, your sign off. So that's essentially what it is. But of course, you want to kind of follow a general outline where you come in with an intro or a hook. I'm not too big on that. I just want to show up consistently in every video. So for example, on my own channel, I say, YouTube, what's good, y'all? I'm Marshall Fox in this video, blah, blah, blah. Ecamm channel, say, Ecamm fam, what's good, y'all? And then I kind of get into it. So that's kind of like my I don't want to call it necessarily a hook, but it's more of like an intro to the video. So when someone jumps into the video, they can expect that from me every time, right? So there are different ways you can do it. That's just my strategy. But other people, they may say something kind of off the wall to get people's attention, right? They'll say something off the wall just to get people's attention, to hook them in. And there's a YouTuber, I forget his name. I don't know his name, but he does financial tips and financial advice, and he lights a candle at the beginning of every video. So it's just kind of to hook the viewer's attention, to kind of grab their attention. So that's something that you could do as well. Not, of course you want to copy off him, but that's just an example of something that you could do to grab people's attention early on in the video. So then once you do your intro, then you get into the meat of the content. So you may have 3 or 4 subtopics within the main topic that you want to cover, of course, and then you kind of talk about it. And something that I learned recently is maybe tell a story at the beginning of each topic to make it more relatable to your audience. Okay, so that's something that'll kind of increase retention. Then get into whatever teaching or sharing that you want to do, and then jump into the next subtopic, then the next one. So you have 2 to 3 of those, and then go ahead and close it out. So typically I'll say, hopefully this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, drop a comment, drop a like, hit the subscribe button on the way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. That's the typical YouTuber fare. So feel free to experiment with that. But I found that as long as you're consistent, people really appreciate that, because they know what to expect from you. It's nothing worse than going on a YouTuber channel. You don't know what to expect, especially if you're watching a few videos. You're like, okay, this guy's or gal's kind of all over the place. So as long as you're consistent in some form or fashion, with your calls to action, with your intro, with your outro, with your overall format, you should be good to go. And that's another thing, leveraging your video content. It goes without saying, but really leveraging it, y'all. Like, we just don't want to be on here just talking for the sake of talking and sharing or creating videos just to do it. You want to have some type of call to action. Not to say you have to have a major call to action in every video, but you should have some sort of call to action, right? So something that I've been doing in my own videos is having like a free resource for people to download. Like I have a 6-figure designer roadmap. So it's like an opt-in freebie, of course. So it's able to get people onto my email list as well. That way I'm not just sharing and then people just go off on yonder into, who knows where, for me never to see or maybe hear from them again. So I like to offer them a way, of course, outside of subscribing and liking the video. But even if they subscribe, it's no guarantee that they'll come back. It's no guarantee that they'll even see your video, as a subscriber, unless they check your actual page. Because, YouTube, they changed the algorithm up so much. And now when you log on to YouTube, you go to your main page, it shows you the stuff that you've been looking for or looking at the most. It doesn't necessarily show you your subscriber feed. So all the videos from your subscribers, like it used to be more of that, but now it's like they've really gotten away from that. So now, it's no guarantee people will see your videos. So why not try to get them on your list where you can continue to communicate with them, and whatever type of business you have or you're in, the jab, right hook, give a lot of value in the form of your videos, in the form of your your emails that you send out, and then, make an offer to them or invite them to a webinar, masterclass, whatever it is that you do. So, that's just a little overview of the planning piece of it. So let me just check in with you guys really quickly. Mr. Camera Junkie, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Fellow Floridian, welcome me to Florida, my brother. I appreciate it. Yes. Taught the same things. Still had your favorite. Yep, that's true. That is true. Yes, if you guys could hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Yes, so planning is important, y'all. And the thing is, you don't want to overcomplicate it. What I like to do is just sit down and get my focus on. It's hard these days, but we can do it. I showed you guys the app Endel last week. And if you didn't tune in last week, I talked about productivity hacks, but this app is called Endel. And I recently stumbled on another scenario, right? So taking a little detour here, but I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. Another scenario called deeper focus. So I don't think I've used that before. I usually do deep work, but I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a scenario called deeper focus, and it's almost like some type of techno playlist that they play, and it's incredible, y'all. It is incredible. But I will share this. Here, let me turn this down. When I use this week, just a little quick testimonial. My productivity shot through the roof, y'all. My productivity shot through the roof, and I was able to really lock in. We talked about the flow state a bit last week, but it pretty much got me into the flow state a lot more quickly than any other method. This deeper focus scenario, they call them scenarios inside of Endel, right? Man, it's incredible, y'all. So definitely check out Endel if you haven't already. The scenario called Deeper Focus, man. And the thing is, my heart rate, it connects to your Apple Watch if you have one, and it will kind of monitor your body, your heart rate, or whatever. And even if you're like working out and stuff and you use the workout profile, it will adjust the music based on your heart rate and your movements. So I found myself, when I was using Deeper Focus, that my heart rate started to elevate, but not in a bad way, but in a way where it's like I had a lot more energy and I was a lot more focused and dialed into what I was doing. So to bring it back, don't overcomplicate the planning process. Sit down and get focused. The thing is, you can be a lot more productive the more focused you are. So block out the distractions. If you have some noise canceling headphones, my go-tos, y'all, are the Sony 1000 XM3s. I've had these for years. I highly recommend them. I have the AirPods Max as well, but I don't use them because these sound a lot better, in my opinion. These sound a lot better than those. So you can pick these up for a fraction of the cost of the AirPods Max, but these work great in terms of noise canceling. They're sturdy enough. I mean, I'm not gentle with them at all, and they feel and they look as good as new, and I've had them for a couple years. So it's the Sony 1000 XM3s. They do have the 1000 XM4s out now, but they are they're a lot more. So you can pick up the previous generation, still free, still new, and get some great noise canceling and some great audio quality as well. So put some noise canceling headphones on and just lock in for like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe 2 hours max, and just knock out your video. So planning, big idea. go ahead and script your video. Okay, go ahead, script your video. I used to script my videos word for word. Now I mostly have bullet points with a line or two. Still, I guess it could be kind of word for word, but it's not. It's just broken up. It's organized a bit better. Okay, it's organized a bit better. So then what I'll do is, if I'm using a teleprompter, I'll use a teleprompter. So this is the Padcaster teleprompter. So it comes with this cover. You can pop this off, and this is what it looks like from the side. This is what it looks like from the back, and I'll just put this over the lens, and then you guys have seen, I mean, if you've been around, you've seen me use this before, but this bottom piece pulls out like this, and I can stick my phone in here like this. I'll show you this. Like this, stick my phone in here, and if it's on, you guys can't really see it right now, but I'll be able to read my script, and I'll just have an app on the phone and have an app on the Mac or on the iPad, and I can control the words and kind of scroll down, and I can look into the camera and read my script. So this is the Padcaster by Parrot Teleprompter. So you definitely want to check that out. It's small. They do have bigger teleprompters. I don't know if Parrot does, but there are bigger teleprompters out there, but this one works fine. And it comes with a set of these like little adapters. I won't take mine off, but put it on your lens based off of your lens. Like I'm using a Sigma something, 20 something millimeter lens. So I have the 77 millimeter screw adapter on it. So I can just slide this over top of my camera lens and then use it like that. So I do a combination of reading from the teleprompter sometimes, or sometimes I may just read the same line a few times and just record it into Ecamm. So we're moving right on. Let me just check in real quick before we jump into the next thing. Oh, is my frame off, y'all? I didn't even know. My frame was off the whole time and nobody told me. Oh my goodness, there we go. I'm sorry, y'all. Yes, okay, let me check in. Cool. Yes, if you guys could just hit the like button, I greatly appreciate it. All right, so we planning, scripting, now we're getting into filming, y'all. So this is the easiest part, honestly. So what I do is I use Ecamm Live to record all of my videos. All right. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Boom. Okay. Pull up the Ecamm panels and let's do live demo mode. How about that? I haven't done it in a while. There we go. Boom. All right, so let me grab my camera effects. There we go. My camera effects here, cam link. So this is the beauty of Ecamm. Let me just adjust myself. Boom. Let me know if you guys can see this. Well, if I'm on live demo mode, then I don't necessarily need I don't need to share my screen. So hold on, y'all. Boom, I'm back here. So, of course, we have my camera plugged in. But the first thing that I do when I get ready to record is I'll check my settings. So let me go ahead and reset my camera effects, right? So I reset them, but I'll just tweak my camera effects because, like I said, the beauty of Ecamm is I can do this here before I even do it inside of Final Cut Pro, which I edit in. So I can have the look of my camera exactly how I want it. And I don't have to do any kind of color correction inside of Final Cut Pro. Sometimes I may, depending on the B-roll that I have, to try to make the shots look consistent. But in most cases, I don't. And I'm all about reducing friction, okay? I'm about reducing friction because what does that do? And make sure that you're able to continue to record and create without any friction, right? So the less friction you have, the more likely you are to continue to record and do what you got to do. All right. So I'll tweak my camera settings, my picture effects here. And it really just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I like a bit more of a cooler look. Other times I may go a bit warmer. I like to bring the saturation up a bit. The gamma, I like to bring the gamma up. And what I do here is I just look at my beard and my hair. So I like it to look black. I don't like it to look like this. Like, not to say that this is washed out, but it looks dry. It looks ashy. It looks like I need some moisturizer, some beard oil or something. So I like to bring the gamma up, not too much, right? But just enough where it looks natural. I like more of saturation. I know some people like more of like a look like this, but I like to bring the saturation up. And then I have a LUT on here, the same LUT I've been using for years. So as you can see, this is with it all the way up and this is with it off. But I like to have it like here, like in the 60%. So I don't mess with anything else. So this is the look that I like, okay? So I just like to make sure that this looks good. And then I'll go to Ecamm Live. I may not be able, I can't change it now. But I go to stream, and then I select 4K to make sure I'm recording in 4K. Make sure my frame rate matches my camera, 24 frames per second, high quality video mode. And this is another thing, y'all. Recording. This is a big step, y'all. Usually I have my recordings going into Dropbox. All right, Ecamm Live recordings going into Dropbox. Yep. So as you can see, I have Dropbox. If you don't use I highly recommend Dropbox if you have a lot of files. I know some people have more elaborate solutions for their storage. Like they may use a server or something like that. But I just have everything going into Dropbox. So this is typically where I have my recordings going into, right? But when I record for, it really just depends. If I'm recording for a video that I have to create, then I'll have it going right into a hard drive. So I'll do something like this. So I'll do Ecamm video. I'll create a new folder and I'll do another folder called media. This is where I'll put all my media, right? And then I'll choose this folder. Okay, choose folder. So I have my recordings going into this folder. So when I get ready to edit, I'll have them there. So the reason I use an external hard drive is that, I should have had another one with me, but I like to record off of it so I can keep my actual computer hard drive as free and clear as possible. All right. So as you can see, there's another couple videos that I have. So Ecamm video media, right? So I'll add all my files directly to that so I can just edit off of it. All right. So you can't really edit right out of Dropbox. I wouldn't recommend trying that because the files are constantly being uploaded to the cloud. So you don't want to run the risk of something happening or Final Cut or whatever software you use not being able to access your footage when you're in the middle of an edit. It may cause some issues, but it's good to store them there when you're not necessarily using them. So that's why I have most of my recordings going there. But when I need something edited, I'll record right to my external hard drive. So I'll change that in Ecamm, as you saw. Ecamm Live, preferences, choose recordings folder, boom, choose folder. So every recording will go right into that folder, all right? So if you need your audio recorded separately, you can do that, but I don't need my audio recorded separately. All right. So if you did, you could do record all broadcasts and then record your isolated audio tracks here, but I don't need that right now. All right. So you just want to make sure that your audio is synced up as well. So, you have your mic delay as needed, but if you use Ecamm regularly, you may already know how to do that. If not, you want to go to Ecamm Live, preferences, and then go to audio, and then go down to mic delay and adjust it as needed. And you can do this while you're recording to test it out. So as you're speaking into the mic and recording, of course, this is test video, not live, but you can adjust the mic delay accordingly. So I'll say something like, this is a 4-frame delay. This is a 5-frame delay. This is a 6-frame delay. So I want to see how this sounds. This is a 2-frame delay. I want to see how this sounds. And then I'll play that back and see which one syncs up perfectly. The audio syncs up to my lips. So if you don't know how to do the mic delay, that's how you do that. And then you can adjust it accordingly from here as well. But initially, this may not show up until you go into Ecamm Live and in preferences. All right. So then I'll just record what I call a roll, right? So let me just check in with you guys as well. Cool. No questions yet. Yes, if you have a question, just hit the Q with a colon and I can find it. So just to recap so far, planning, scripting, filming. All right. So I hit record inside of Ecamm and I record my A-roll. So that's me speaking. That's the talking head piece of your video where you're speaking, looking into the camera, say, hey, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about X, Y, and Z. And then I'll go ahead into the content. I'll talk through the content and I'll get my A-roll. And sometimes if I need B-roll, I'll do it one of two ways. I'll literally just pick up the camera as it's connected with the cam link and everything. If it's something around here that I need around the desk, I'll just pick it up and record it, y'all. But what I used to do is record my A-roll, record my talking head pieces, like every section of my video, record it separately. But now, and let me turn off live demo mode. Options, live demo mode. But now I just record the entire video and just in one pass. A lot of people probably do that, but it took me a while to get to that point, y'all. So I had a lot of footage, just wasted, just a lot of attempts. So I'll go through a version of the intro and it'll be 2-3 minutes of just me getting it wrong. And I'll just all right, let me stop this, delete that, and then try again. And then the next one may be it. But now I'll just record the whole thing. So I have one main long video file in most cases to go ahead and edit from. So I'll record that. And then I'll record my B-roll. So if you're not familiar, B-roll is like any supporting footage, any footage that's not of you speaking. For example, and I'll show you guys this in a bit. I recently did a video on my channel of a chair review. It's more of a follow-up. So I had some footage of me speaking, right? And then footage of the chair. So the chair footage is considered B-roll. Anything that you add over top or you add to your video to enhance the video as you're speaking, right? It can be a video of, something, or it can be like a screen recording that can be considered B-roll as well. So I do a bit of that, especially when I do videos for Ecamm. So I may be recording the screen. So I have my A-roll and my B-roll, right? So then I'll bring that into Final Cut. So we're going to switch gears a bit here so I can show you what the editing workflow looks like inside of Final Cut Pro, at least what I do. All right. So check in with you guys one more time. Okay. Mr. Lawyer said, is it said? I think so. Can you describe how you record your audio, i.e. what mic and settings apps do you use? So it's really simple for me. It's really simple. So I just use a Shure SM7B, which a lot of us use. A lot of us use a Shure SM7B or the Shure MV7. So I'll just show you that really quickly. Boom. Amazon Shure SM7B. Okay. There we go. So this is it right here. This is the mic that I use. This is the mic I recommend as well. But we do have a video on the channel about microphones because there are a lot of different options, depending on your budget. But honestly, I recommend getting the SM7B whenever you can. Like this should be. I mean, it just really just depends. This should, in most cases, be the gold mic. I know there's more expensive mics out there and there's less expensive mics, but this one is it's great. It's great. It works great. It's foolproof. You know, it's based on the SM7, which has been used for like 30, 40 years in recording radio. Michael Jackson, a lot of high profile people use it to record songs, albums, etc. But they updated it, I think, the early 2000s or the early 2010s. I forget what they did with it, but it's the SM7B. But just look at the ratings. You know what I'm saying? It goes without saying, but you can hear how it sounds. But a lot of us use this microphone. There's also the MB7, which sounds pretty good too. My only issue with this is it doesn't have it doesn't do it a good job of reducing the plosives because the capsule is shorter inside of the microphone. So like the P's and pops, you can hear a lot of that, and that really aggravated me when I was using it. But this is a good one as well. And not everybody has the microphone like right below. Like you may have it sitting to the side, or you may have it a bit further from you, so the plosives may not be as much of an issue. So, but I highly recommend the SM7B. And there's a newer one. I think it's called a Logitech mic. That's supposed to be that. Yeah, here it is. The SM7B killer. I know some YouTubers that, not personally, but some YouTubers that advocate and use this, saying that this sounds just as good, if not better, than the SM7B, and also comes in white. So this may be one to check out as well. If I didn't already have this, I probably would buy this just because I like things that are a little bit different. Oh, thanks for sharing, Mr. Moderator. Thanks for sharing the links to so the settings. So I use a DBX 286 processor, and I'll show you what that looks like. And I use so this is plugged right into the DBX 286 processor DBX 286. Here it is right here. So this allows you to increase the gain on the microphone, because this mic is gain hungry, what we call gain hungry. I've purchased it since then, but yeah, so it needs a lot of gain. It needs the frequency boosted, the volume boosted. So your I don't know what the other the Red Scarlet is. I'll show you guys that next. So it doesn't work as hard. Red Scarlet 2i2. Yes. So I have it going from the DBX 286 processor to the Red Scarlet, but I actually have the one with one single output input as opposed to two right now. But at home in Maryland, I have the one with two. So it looks like this. So honestly, at some point I knew what all this stuff did individually, but now I just know, look, plug this into that, plug that into this, and it's going to work. But the DBX 286, it allows you to tweak the sound of your microphone, like increase the bass, the treble. Also, it allows you to set up a gate, which eliminates background noise. A lot of like ambient background noise. It'll kind of get rid of that, so it'll help with that. And then as far as apps, I don't necessarily use any apps for my audio separately, because even when I record my podcast, I'll just drop if I have to edit the video, I'll do that in Final Cut, and then I'll just export the audio only from inside of Final Cut. But there are apps called like Audacity that you could use. Of course, there's GarageBand. You can see Audacity app. So you can use this to edit your audio. I've been using Audacity for a long time, back when I was a rapper. Coming out of high school, 17, 18, now I'm 34, but I used to use Audacity. So So you might want to check that out as well. But GarageBand will get the trick done. Of course, Final Cut works just fine if you're doing, simple audio edits. It has some stuff in there as well. So hopefully that answers your question. Yes. Cool. And also, if you want to get a cool colored SM7B windscreen, you can check out the Reporter store to get a color windscreen. I actually need to get one. I haven't really used a color windscreen on the mic before, but I want to get a blue one. But you can check out the Reporter store. Yeah, it comes out to be, I think, about $30 per windscreen for this. It's shipped from the UK, so yeah. Shout out to Keith Pelser. It has all kinds of colors, and I think Katie and maybe even Doc have colored windscreens, and you can use these windscreens for the SM7B. You can use them on the MV7 as well. So check out the Reporter store. All right, so we're jumping back in, y'all. No doubt. So what I'm gonna do is show you guys a video I worked on recently. So let me pull up Final Cut. New Finder window. So I'm just gonna open it up. Boom, we got it open. But I'll show you how I do it just quickly if there was no library already. So what I would do typically is inside of Final Cut, I will open it up. It would be blank just like this. I'll go to File, New, and I would do New Library. So then let me just call this, I'll go back to my folder, Ecamm Video, and then I will do, let's just say Ecamm Video Library. Okay. So as you can see, it popped up here, and then I'll do File, New, Event. So it's Library, Event, and then Project. So this would be an event. So I'll just do, whatever date, or you can name the event based off of, like, let's say you were shooting on multiple days, and you can have like day 1, day 2, etc. So I'll just do day 1. So then I'll do a new project. File, New, Project. So I'll set up day 1. So I can title it. Let's just do Ecamm Video, and event day 1. Video vertical. No, so I'm gonna do a regular video. So I like to do 4K. Okay, 24 frames a second. Apple ProRes 422. I just leave that as it is and then hit OK. So now I have a new project, as you can see right here. So this is the timeline right here that I can start to add my videos to, right? So that's what that typically looks like. All right, so now what I would do is I would go to File, Import, Media. And then I will go to Ecamm Video, and then Media, and then add all my media files into the video. But this is just a sample, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to open up one that I already did. So I'm going to this firm long-term review library. Double click this, and I'm going to open up my video, which is here. Is it this one? Okay. Yep, this is it. Yep. Okay. All right, let me just check in with y'all really quickly, see if we have any other comments. And we don't. Okay. Shipping charges can be high. Got you. On the Reporter store. Yeah, well, thanks for the heads up. But beauty is pain. Well, look good. Speaking of, I just showed this clip of Deion Sanders from my video. But he says, what did he say? You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good. And you can use that when it comes to Ecamm as well. You know what I'm saying? When Ecamm allow you to look good, allow you to show up and give you that bit of confidence. I talk about this in the video we're getting ready to release the Ecamm anniversary, my 3-year Ecamm anniversary video. It gives you that confidence. You're able to show up like a professional. You look good, you feel good, you play good, as in perform, right? Or, whatever it is that you do, show up on camera, you play good, they pay good. So whether it's your clients, your business, whatever you're using Ecamm for, you do content, courses, your podcast, client calls, coaching, whatever, you look good, you feel good, you play good, they pay good. So, this is the editing workflow, okay? So timestamp this. Editing. Here we go. So what I do is, as you can see, I have my A-roll here. So I have it in my library up here, and I would drag my A-roll clip down. So this is Fern intro. So with this particular video, I cut the different sections of the video. I just titled them accordingly. So I did Fern intro, then I did 01, 02, 03, etc. Those are the clips that I had inside of Ecamm. But once I saved them, once they saved to the folder, I just renamed them. So I'll just show you what that folder looks like real quick. Fern long-term review, media. Here they go right here. So I have the intro. Oh, I have a whole bunch of these. Let me see. I think this was the B-roll. No, it wasn't. I don't know what that was. So I had the intro. Oh, there's a lot of B-roll here. And then I have, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. Yep. So have my intro, as you guys can see here, on this layer. So this is the layer that I put my A-roll on, but I actually had another clip to start. It was like a little joke. If you guys haven't seen this video, check it out. And shout out to Roy Cox. He's a photographer in Baltimore. A really dope photographer, y'all. Stuff is phenomenal. Works with a lot of high profile people, but he doesn't even charge that much, y'all. I told him, because I had a photo shoot with him in 2008, right? I will show you the photos, but oh my gosh, I don't. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I pull them up real quick, just so you guys can get a laugh. Hold on. Let me see if I have them, y'all. Let me see if I have them. Oh my goodness, those photos are hilarious. I don't want to embarrass myself like this, but y'all know me. I don't care. Hold up. I'm not going to be able to find it fast enough. But yeah, I took some photos in 2008 with Roy. I'm going to find them before we leave. Or maybe I'll show them next week. But anyway, and then I came back last year. I'm like, Roy, it's been like 14 years. Why are your prices still the same? He's like, man, cuz. He said, I wouldn't be able to, work with people like you and other people that I worked with early on. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But, he works with high profile, he does corporate stuff as well. And, he gets the big bucks from them. So, but yeah, shout out to Roy. We had a funny moment at the beginning of the video where I was checking to see if make sure I wasn't ashy, Oh, he was like, if he says, am I ashy one more time, I'm going to ash him up in Photoshop. So I have that at the beginning of the video because I thought it was funny. I thought it was something that would grab people's attention. It's kind of unexpected as well. I should have added, in hindsight, some captions because you can't even really hear what I say when I say am I ashy, but you can hear what Roy says. And then I jump into the video. Okay, so as you can see right here, this is all of my A-roll on this layer right here. This is all of my A-roll, and I have B-roll over top of it. Okay, so I add in my B-roll clips. I literally just drag it from the browser up here, drag a B-roll clip like this, for example. Hit I for in, and out, drag it down onto the clip over top of it. Now, I usually will reduce the volume, take the volume all the way down. and then I'll add it. So then I'll add other clips and media over top of it. You know, as you can see, like this is over top of it. Got to keep the ash at bay. You know how it is. You got to keep the ash at bay. I know it's typically an African American or people of color pursuit or something that we deal with. So it was a hilarious joke because I told Roy that Mike, a friend of mine, he introduced Roy to Ashy back in the 2009 because we both had a photo shoot there. He's like, "Yeah, man, you did introduce me to Ashy." It was hilarious. But yeah, anyway, have these different clips and stuff that I'll add over top of the video. I don't have time to get into the whole like what I do with the entire edit, but I just add them over top of the A-roll. So this is what I'll do first is I'll add my A-roll and I'll go through and cut out like any gaps, pauses, breaks. If I say like and you know, if something sounds awkward, I may have to say the same line a few times to get it right. I'll cut out all that stuff. That's typically what we call like a rough edit. So I'll do that first and then I'll come in and add my B-roll over top of it. Okay. As you can see. And once I add my B-roll, then I'll go through and add some transitions, and it really just depends. I don't use a ton of transitions. The main transition I use is just something that is like a quick whoosh to the side. Let me see if I can find one really quickly. And I also have my little intro as well, right here, that I got created on Fiverr for like $100. It's just my icon, the M Fox, like the icon that I have as well. Let's see if I can find the transition. I think one's right here. Yeah, that little quick transition after my little dad joke about the maple dish. And typically I have like a little sound. It's called a whoosh, but it sounds like as it transitions, but I don't have one there. So I go in and add transitions. So once I do my A-roll, the A-cut, you know, with the A-roll and B-roll, and then I'll add the transitions, and then I'll typically find some music. I used to start with the music, but I don't have that kind of time now. So I'll usually add in the music later. So what I use is Soundstripe. I love Soundstripe. Find my music for the video. So I have my own playlists here. So if I hear something I like, I'll add it to a playlist. So as you can see, like for example, Ecamm stuff that I might use for Ecamm, I'll have it in a playlist. And the thing is, you can download it, right? You can download the full track, alternate versions, and then stems. This is game changing, y'all. So you can isolate the different tracks. So let me just download this for example. Is it downloading? Oh, there it is. Okay, download stems. So if you could just have the percussions, you could just have like the bass, the guitar, like depending on different instruments, you can kind of isolate those, or if it's vocals, so you can use them independently. Or let's say one part of your video, you just want to have the drum line going. You know, you can drop that out and just you have that. So it gives you a bit more control of the sound. See, bass, drums, keys, percussions. That's vibes. That must be like voiceover or something like that. I don't know, synths. So that's a game changer as well. And you can add a project. So I'll say, you know, boom, here's some examples right here. You can create the project. So you can know what project it belongs to. And you can also generate a YouTube code as well. So I could copy this and add it to my description. So I won't have any smoke from the copyright gods on YouTube. So I could do that as well. But I haven't had any issues in using music from here on my videos. You know, so if I did, I could come here and say, look, this is where I got it from. I have this content ID. You can see it's applied to this project, so there's no question where I got the song from. All right, so I love Soundstripe. So then I'll add the video. I add that into the video, and as you can see, it'll be below everything. And I start the music here right after my intro plays. I typically start at the beginning, but in this case, I wanted to like wait to start the music. So I started it here, and then it goes throughout the end of the video. All right. So A roll, B roll. So that's like the A cut. Then I'll do the transitions, the music. I'll add in the sound effects. So I'll usually just have like whooshes or plops or pops for certain things. Like, let me see, at the beginning of the video, like when I had these come up. Like little pops, like. Even though they did take it back. So little plops like that. And I keep those sound effects in a folder just so I can have quick access to them. But what I'll do is I'll drag them all into the media folder so everything can be in one spot. All right. So then I'll do any graphics. Let me see if I created any graphics for this. Oh, this part was funny. I said I'm super biased because somebody in my video said my firm chair video said that they liked the video, but it felt sponsored. I was like, I get it. It's not, but it may feel like that because I'm biased. Like I'm not an unbiased review. I'm very biased. Like if somebody asks me about Ecamm, I'm not going to have an unbiased perspective. So, speaking from experience, I don't, do YouTube full time. So like if I'm bringing you something like Ecamm, the Fern or whatever, it's because I've used it extensively and I enjoy it. I love it. I'm happy with my decision. I'm not shopping around, so that's not what I do. I know a lot of YouTubers, they do that. That's what they do on YouTube is they have the unbiased reviews. I'm like, that's not my channel. So, it's going to feel sponsored. So let me see. Yeah, I'll add any graphics, any supporting graphics I may need. I'll add them into the video. So I don't think I have any in this video outside of like the little text at the bottom. But if I do, then I'll add them like any. Let me see if I have any. Yeah, this is, I guess, considered a graphic. Grove Made's logo. So I'll do, graphics like that. And all my movements and stuff, y'all, I get from Motion VFX. I love Motion VFX. Their plugins are phenomenal. So check out motionvfx.com, y'all. They have a lot of good stuff. Dang, I have an idea for something I wanted to show y'all. We're not gonna have time to do it this time, but we'll do it in another video. It's actually a new plugin I just downloaded, which will allow you to isolate yourself from the background even without a green screen. So if you have like something where you have the words coming behind you, you can have, words coming behind you instead of like over top of you. And you can also like change the background, like saturation, brightness, exposure, and stuff like that as well, where you're able to isolate yourself from the background. So I've done that effect before as well. So we do the A roll, the B roll, the graphics, transitions, sound effects, music. And that's pretty much it, y'all. So as you can see here, my videos tend to look pretty simple. It's just me, the A cut, and then the B roll over top of it, some simple sound effects if needed. And like here's some B roll, some good example of B roll right here. You stand in walnut. Another clip. So little stuff like this. It's considered B roll. And then this is just some clips that my buddy sent me. Their chairs. So this is just some static photos, but I just have some movement applied to it just so it's just not like a static photo as well. So it's little stuff that adds extra sauce to the video. So I keep it really simple. I know people are really great at editing and have a whole bunch of effects and everything, but I like to just keep it really simple and smooth. clean, minimal, and people, I get pretty good feedback on my videos, even though it's really simple. I'll definitely make use of plugins and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, I know we're almost at 3 o'clock. Let me just check in with you guys. That's an overview of my creative process when it comes to recording videos. We'll probably do another one, just an overview of the live stream process, and including like a run of show and stuff like that. But overall, that's my creative process, which I'm getting ready to use because I got something to record right after this. Let me check in. Okay, yes, Motion VFX. That is it. Cool. Survivor Larry, thanks for joining us, my brother. Anthony. Well, cool. Let me know if you guys have any questions before we get out of here. But yeah, just to recap, of course, everything starts with a big idea. What is the main thing that you wanna convey? What are you expert in? Plan it, script it, film it, edit it. All right. The editing is the most fun part, but filming in Ecamm is the easiest part, especially if you get your overall look dialed in beforehand. Okay. Awesome. Well, if we don't have any questions, we will go ahead and get out of here. Hey, the GoFundMe for I believe it's Paul. I forget his name. It's still open. Whose his office burned down. It's still open. I don't have the link to it, but it's Hank. I'm sorry, Paul. It's Hank. Yeah, the GoFundMe is still open, I believe. So please contribute to that. And we have a special live stream that we're going to be doing. We're in the planning phases of it now, but hopefully in a couple weeks with Hank. So just a heads up, y'all. So yeah, check that out so we can get Hank back up and running, guys. We family. Yep, Hank. I got it. Hank. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I will see you guys next week. All right. Have a great weekend. Peace.